Okay, starting off with a glitch. That makes me happy. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries. Welcome to the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Barbara, and, hello, RMS Olympic! I'm not really sure why I have a battleship in my chat, but hello! It's nice to see you around. Alright. Today is a hell of a day, because this is the Malta expansion. You can see a whole lot of new stuff has arrived. I'm going to make sure that these transferred in nicely. Yes, they did. Wonderful. Okay, my patch notes came in, so I'm good. So, we are unfortunately not going to be able to do the Malta campaign. However, I will probably end up doing this as a separate video series. I think I have a couple of ideas on how to do this. That would be super duper cool. I mean, I haven't even finished the Dominion campaign yet, so, you know, it be what it be. Challenge mode, we have new challenge maps with new conditions. Arizona Breakout. He has arrived! Wretched Speed has arrived! Wild Dinosaur, and it's just the same sort of things with the campaigns, except with some differences. Oh, my sister Titanic is sick. So I see. Any Hoodle Noodle. And the Pennsylvania headquarters, Nature Tools requires some research. The Oregon Aviary, and a photography challenge, which is interesting because take a look at the par time. 15 minutes! That is impossible to build a park in that time, or even if you consider the pause tools and such. However, it looks to be the main deal is photography instead. Yeah. While this area is mostly forbidden for humans, the DFW will be allowed to send a vehicle to take pictures for research purposes. Only have a limited time to do them. Which is cool. It's a new challenge. It's something new. It's not, you know, build a park over and over and over again, which is which is fun. And then Chaos Theory, we now have we have the Jurassic World Dominion Chaos Theory stuff. But that is not what we are here to do first. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to be talking about, well, some of the new things that we have. First off, we have a new disease in the game, which is always wonderful. Psychological trauma. So, you know, your dinosaurs can have psychological trauma, and they will literally have to go to therapy in order to get it treated, which is really kind of neat, actually. And a new injury, which I'm not totally sure. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see it for sure. Traumatic injury. Through psychologically stressful events and can cause that. Okay, so it's dinosaur psychology stuff. Got it. Cool. That's what I thought. The new buildings are actually Malta-based, so things like the Acquisition Center, which is both an extraction facility for fossils and a live capture system. So it's two systems at the same time. Some of these that are locked are just the Malta versions of things that would technically need to be unlocked, but it be what it be. There was another one. Yeah, the control center also acts as the main entrance for the Malta builds. So less buildings means more variety, means good times, really. I'm just going to mark those as red. And I mark them all as red. God damn it. That's okay. There isn't really anything else new, except we need to dive into the species viewer, because there are 4 new species via the DLC expansion, and some new skins alongside a big change to old variants. First up, we have
Atrociraptor.
The Atrociraptor, the Dominion analog to the Velociraptors in the Jurassic franchise. And funny enough, Atrociraptor is actually... Let's get it doing something interesting. There we go. And we also have a new Mediterranean color grade, which is kind of warmer. Warmer even than the Jurassic Park one, but we'll do Jurassic World for now. So this is the Atrociraptor, and you'll notice, right, let's start with the blank version, and then we'll go from there. So, the fun fact about the Atrociraptor, it really is like Velociraptor in a lot of different ways, but it being a dromaeosaur, because it's a dromaeosaur and not a velociraptorine, its head is actually kind of boxier, and it's more stockily built. But like the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park, this thing is actually too big. The real Atrociraptor would have been similar in size to the real Velociraptor in real life, but, you know, it be what it be. So here's Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain Valley, Salar de Huasco, which seems to be the default, Limpopo River, Quillian Mountains, Yukon River, this is Svalbard, Amazon Rainforest, Mangrove Forest, and the Gambia River Basin. However, there are 4 skins because of the Atrociraptor squad in Jurassic World Dominion. We have Tiger, Ghost, Panthera, and the Alpha, Red. For now, we're just going to rock the Limpopo River, and then we're going to take a look at patterns, too. So here's... Are they? Okay, so it only goes one way now. So we have Rana, Chalcorana, Lithobates, Pulcharna, Papurana. Yeah, see, that's one of the unfortunate things with the stupid streaming connection problems. And Pelophylax. It seems like with the frontier design for Atrociraptor, they leaned into a camouflage influence, kind of like what Red has. But yeah, so we have camouflage patterns for the start. I do kind of like this. It would be nice if we could have like accurate raptors, but I can think of a few like pretends I can do with this guy. Next up we have I have to keep going for new species. Where did it go? Actually, hold on. And, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Okay, so L. So we gotta go all the way down. We have our second non-dinosaur creature. Lystrosaurus. This animal is about the size of a pig, and it is a dicynodont, and a relatively close cousin of, evolutionarily speaking, of mammals. So... this synapsid, once called a mammal-like reptile, the unfortunate thing is that is true, and once upon a time it wasn't, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Any hoodle noodle. With Lystrosaurus, it's about the size of a pig. It's a dicynodont, which means double dog tooth, which is weird because they have tusks. These animals ranged in size between the size of rabbits to the size of hippos as a group, but Lystrosaurus was about the size of a barnyard pig, so not really that crazy to worry about. The fun fact about Lystrosaurus is that it is probably the single most successful macro animal ever. It evolved right after the Great Dying. Don't worry about it, you go play. What was I saying? Yeah. So here's where the fun fact gets crazy. Because these animals evolved just after the Great Dying, and were really one of the first animals to bounce back, Lystrosaurus was believed at one point in time to compose of 50% of all animal biomass on the entire planet during the early Triassic. Lystrosaurus, this thing, is arguably the most successful land animal of all time. Incredible. And here it is. But we're going to start with the default is actually the 2022 skin, as you saw, but we're going to start blank and go from here. We have the Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain Valley, Salar del Huasco, Limpopo River, Quillian Mountains, Yukon River, Svalbard, Amazon Rainforest, Gambia River Basin, and Mangrove Forest. Well, you better go deal with that. You better go deal with that. The nice thing here is that the skin color squares are actually very accurate to the colors that you see on the Listersaurus. Sometimes it isn't. Let's rock Svalbard for now. I said Svalbard, and then we'll go from there. Hey! Alright, so we have Rana, Chalkorana, Lithobates, Pulcharna, Paparana, and Pelophylax. So fairly faint striping along the back and some bits on the weird head frill thing. What is this animation? Oh! It's doing the Min-Me wiggle! Oh, that's adorable. I love it. This is also one of 4 dinosaurs, alongside Compsognathus and 2 others we will see. That, well, it's not technically a dinosaur, but you know what I mean. That fits into a new category. Tiny. These guys are so small that most animals don't bother them, for a start. Like, you could put this in an enclosure with a Tyrannosaurus and nothing would happen to them. Only small carnivores, things like Troodon, Velociraptor, and Dilophosaurus would be able to attack and kill these guys. Which, why would you want to kill this thing? It's freaking adorable. Let's see, LM. Next up, we have Moros Intrepidus.
Moros Intrepidus.
This is the only other dinosaur in this game that gets to keep its full scientific name, probably because it is a Tyrannosaur. And yeah, this is fairly close to what the actual animal might have looked like. A relatively small Tyrannosaur-looking thing with feathers. The only thing that is worth noting, however, about Moros in this game is it has the opposite problem, actually, in the game with than the Velociraptors do. Now, granted, it is, I believe, explained at Dominion that the Moros... Fun. Anyways, where was I going? Right. Whereas, because we only see the juveniles, they only use the juvenile models in the game, whereas adult Moros were about the size of deer. Where's it going? What was I doing? Moros Intrepidus. Yeah, so the real Moros Intrepidus as adults would be about the size of like a white-tailed deer, whereas the guys in the game are based off the juvenile size. That's fine because, you know, juvenile we got to see only juveniles in the game, 1, and 2. Frontier is working with the models that they're provided by Universal. So sometimes things there are concessions that must be made. Now let's start with taking a look at this little guy, who's probably my favorite, because I've always liked the concepts of tiny Tyrannosaurs, so this will work. Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain Valley, I like that actually. Salar del Huasco, Limpopo River, Quillian Mountains looks cool. Yukon River, Svalbard, Amazon Rainforest, Gambia River Basin, which also looks really cool, and the Mangrove Forests. Okay, now we can zoom in and get a closer look. So I'm going to use Quillian Mountains as our base and go through the others. Rana, Chalkorana, that does not... The white actually hurts me here. Lithobates, Pulcharna, Paparana, and Pelophylax. I can't even see what the... Okay, there we go. So, yeah. Very subtle patternings, actually. Very subtle patternings, actually, on Moros, which is interesting, because they went crazy with the patterns on the feathered ones in the Dominion expansion, so... Fun stuff there. And finally...
Oviraptor.
This is Oviraptor. Our first omnivore. Yeah, this thing needs both plant and meat. But because they're small and don't have the pack hunting behavior that a couple of the other small dinosaurs do, you can house them with pretty much anything and it'll actually work really, really well. Let me see here. Oviraptor. There we go. So, and that is a lot of movement. The fun fact about the Oviraptor is that the full scientific name of the Oviraptor is Oviraptor philoceratops, which means horned face lover, because it was once believed that Oviraptor, that the type specimen of Oviraptor that was found on top of a nest, and it was thought that the nest of eggs belonged to Protoceratops, implying a nest thief, which is where its genus name Oviraptor comes from. It means egg seizer or plunderer or thief. However, it is now believed that it is now confirmed that those eggs that were found on that type specimen actually were Oviraptor eggs. So a misidentification has now branded this thing as an egg thief for almost 100 years. Granted, it probably would have eaten eggs if it could. It's just that direct evidence is not really there yet. Now let's start with Oviraptor's colors. Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain Valley, Salar de Huasco, Limpopo River, Quillian Mountains, Yukon River. Wow, that is really bright. Svalbard is, oh wow. That is black. That is very, very black. I don't think there's a dinosaur that has that deep of a black coloring on it anywhere. And that's actually super cool. That's going to make patterning and variations interesting. Amazon rainforest, Gambia River Basin, and mangrove forest, which is also super cool. Actually, let's start with black. So here's Rana. Let's see if we can... Okay, so it's black patternings with red things on top. Then Chalcorana, which has kind of a deeper green and black feather tips. Orange stripes in the blue crest for Lithobates. White with the black tips and a blue crest for... Oh, it's yellow for Pulcharna. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. So it looks like the tips of the feathers can change sometimes. Paparana. And Pelophylax. Okay, Oviraptor and Moros are now tied. And of course the 2022 Oviraptor as well. If you've seen the extended cut of Jurassic World Dominion, you would have seen an interaction between Lystrosaurus and Oviraptor. That does not happen in this game. I am sorry to say. Those are all the new creatures. Of my favorites, I believe, I'm going to go with Moros and Oviraptor, but I'm very curious to know what your guys' favorite is. Also, the question of the stream, what do you want to see next in this game? Do you want to see something simple, like just a couple new dinosaurs? Do you want to see some sort of multiplayer mode, which would be very, very weird, I will admit, but it came to my mind as an extreme example? Any number of things. Feel free to let me know in the comments while I prepare the next part. Which is to say, we're gonna go build us... Oh, wait, we're not done yet. Because I mentioned skins. And indeed, there are skins. We're gonna go take a look at them now. Let's see. Just gotta pull up the right ones. Lystrosaurus, Oviraptor, Moros. Okay. Let's start with the 3 new variants that have come to the game via the Malta... I believe this is via either the Malta expansion or the update. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Starting with Allosaurus. We have a Battle of Big Rock Allosaurus, which is very cool because I quite like the design for that Allosaurus has there. So there you go. We have the Battle of Big Rock Allo. Then we have Dimorphodon has a variant in the 2022 Dimorphodon, which is somehow even uglier than the 2015 version. Right, because it's the little rat gremlin thing that the one dude has on his arms. Oh, it gets better from here, Titanic. Let's see, where are we at? And we have one new skin for Carnotaurus, which is Toro, which is the 2022 Carnotaurus from, there we go, from Jurassic World Dominion. Look, it even comes with a broken horn. Very fun. And we also have a variant for the Iguanodon, which is the 2022 version of Iguanodon. But you'll notice with Iguanodon, body variant is a thing. Because many of the variants for dinosaurs that are already in the game are now straight up variants. It's not just a skin that you slap on and call it a day. Now, take a look. It's Iguanodon 2022 with the main colors and a Frontier-inspired variant, which has, as you can see, its own colors and patterns. All of them are here, and they all can wildly change and influence how the animals look if you choose to go with the 2022 variant versus the normal variant that we have. I believe this one is more accurate, so I'm going to rock this more, but it's nice to be able to see the 2022 variants, which we will be using for the park build for this stream. And naturally, that leads to various things. Oh, there is many, many more. Let me see if I can pull them up in my patch notes. I have them here somewhere, damn it. Okay, so this is the update 5 stuff, so this is what is in there. So Iguanodon, Dimorphodon, Carnotaurus, and Allosaurus, those skins are in the DLC. Where is Jurassic World Database and box mode? Here we go. Alright, so it doesn't even look like an iguana. Yeah, hey, that's not an iguanodon. That's supposed to be a humungulo. It's supposed to be humungulo. I'm talking Ginormocalocomulongo. Really Gallobigicus. Yeah. It's a very weird looking iguanodon, I have to admit. But let's go through a few more, because it looks like they changed the default on the Kentrosaurus, because it wasn't Sonoran Desert before. Anyways, Kentrosaurus 2015. You have Pierce, and you have, check it out, you have the variants of varying degrees and different colors. This is awesome, and I love it. Look, you even get another black one. I'm a really big fan of black. So, and the patterns do not seem to like... Okay, the patterns don't seem to like being shown, but you get the idea. 2022 body variant Kentros. Very, very fun. Next we have the... And then we also have the Ouranosaurus that has the same thing. Where did Ouranosaurus go? Here it is. The 2015 smaller Ouranosaurs, which that's the default, and then you have the color schemes that Frontier built for this model of varying colors and patterns. Some of them way too subtle. There we go. See, it helps to have like a strong contrasting background so that you can see a little bit better. And with the Dominion Biosyn expansion, there are new rocks in the biome set for Biosyn levels. And we have... Well, first off, let's go with the less exciting one. The Dreadnoughtus. The big boy, which also appears to have... Wait, what? Did they seriously they must have changed the default color patterns for certain dinosaurs. Interesting. Yeah, so Dreadnoughtus. Oh, maybe it's got something to do with like me being stuck in the variants and it's kind of a glitch. Fun. Anyways, so we have the 2022 Dreadnoughtus, and then we have all of their color patterns. I have decided to stop repeating my things. These are not mods. These are not mods. I should make that clear. This is legit content. And then, oh, the stripes are part of it. Okay, I like that. And finally, question mark? I think finally, this is the final one. Giganotosaurus. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what's happening here. Because the default is Svalbard with a blank pattern. But here's 2022. I know there's mods of more skins, but I have no mods because I'm playing on PlayStation 4. But take a look. Wretched, it's your boy, and he's colorful. He's allowed to be colorful. I'll even let you pick the color scheme. And look, you can't even see the patterns. Greens and various shades of like browns and reds. Red? It's a Christmas store. Make her look like Rudy from Ice Age. Okay. Shit. It was all white, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was all white. So I think this is it right here. Svalbard blank. There you go. The pale white she was. Yeah, this is as good as I can get. Because they insist on the osteoderms being different colors. And she killed Buck. Oh no! Okay, yeah. Okay, I see what's going on here. So, with the body variant ones, if you select a color, it sticks when it goes back and forth. Okay, that's good to know. But those are all the variants and the new dinosaurs. And these are the ones that we are going to be using in our new sandbox map. I'm only showing the one for now, but there are actually 3 new maps. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll show the 3 maps, and we'll pick our favorite, Retrospute and I, and we will, well, I'll show it, and we'll show it off. So, campaign. We now have the San Albertus Peninsula. Again, I'm just popping in here to see what we're looking at for the build space and the terrain. And then I'll talk about some of the quality of life changes as we do that. And one of these maps has a surprise. Hold. I have to update my thing. So, welcome to the peninsula. We can see buildings and the like in the background. The trees look really cool. It's a Mediterranean climate. And we can see the barriers. But here's where it gets... Okay, it's not here, it looks like. But we got tons of space to work with. So that's San Albertus. Oh, Alright, so the next sandbox map we're going to take a look at is the San Marie Bay. Take advantage of this protected bay to build a marine-led facility. This must be it. But before we go in here, I want to show something really cool. Jurassic World Mediterranean, and they now let you choose your day-night cycle time and how long each day is, up to 24 hours to simulate a real day, which is interesting, but set it back to default, and Let's take a look. Because I heard something super freaking cool about this. About one of these maps. And the sun... 1 minute days, and the sun is screaming. I can't make the sun scream, but we can totally... I think we can do 1 minute days, actually. Or 5 minutes. I don't know what the smallest amount of time is. Corsica, even. So, note all of the things that are around this bit of water here. What on earth are we looking at? It's a natural lagoon. And you get to see what the... You'll get to see what the lagoon things look like. But, yeah. Natural lagoon. Don't need to build one, because it's literally right here. As long as I can build a map and do this, we can put marine animals inside of natural water. Now, I'm not totally sure how in the fuck they can stay contained, but you know, natural lagoon. This is super cool. I might even use this one, honestly, just because it looks so sick. But I'm going to leave it up to Wretched Spew to decide. This is personally my vote. But finally, oh, it's big. It really is big. It makes me very excited. You just unleash a herd of mosasaurs upon the world? Ecosystem be damned. I would love to know how they're supposed to stay contained at that point. Maybe it's explained in the campaign. And then we have Santagius Island. Build your own secret facility on this small island. And they're all medium-sized maps, which is nice. I just love that we have, like, this. I believe I talked about this in a video. I don't remember if I ended up uploading it or not. But I talked about how I wanted Jurassic World Evolution 2 to feel more like a world, right? Because a lot of the maps are in the United States. A lot of them. And there's some maps in Europe and places here or there, but it feels underrepresented in locations. And by the Aegean Sea, with Malta and the Mediterranean area, we get exactly that. We get 3 new maps in a new part of Europe we've never been to before. And it's a fairly small, plain island map. Nothing to see here. Nice, and it has its perks. It's just, this is probably the simplest of the maps. So, Wretched Dispute. Are we going to be using the natural lagoon after all? Or do you prefer one of the other maps? God, I'm so excited. Yeah, because, like, what is it? Italy, US. So what do we got? Go ahead, I suppose. Cool. We'll do San Marie Bay. And we'll do my usual. Let's doom the ecosystem! Alright. So custom, we're gonna do the Malta buildings, and... Okay, so we don't have special Malta guests. So we'll just do Malta guests. Everything's good here. Everything's good here. Everything's good here. Infrequent storms, because I'm curious. Okay, so the fastest I can do is 10 minutes. I wonder what happens if you make the terrain flattened. I wonder if that just gets rid of the bay. But that'll be an experiment for another time. Let's set the time, the day-night cycle, to 1 hour. And actually, no. Let's turn it off. Just make it daytime. Always. And let's build... Speedrun be like. And we'll use the new Jurassic World Mediterranean filter. Corsican Bay. I think this map is now tied with the San Diego map as my favorite. No speed running. Not around the pool. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna maximize path size real quick before I go anywhere. I wonder if the Malta buildings include a transport system, like if transport is going to be a thing. That'll be something to check out, actually. And we even have little dock thingies, probably for the cargo ship. Oh, that reminds me. I need to talk quality of life updates, but I'm going to do that once I get the main bits I want ready to go. Oh, no fair, mate. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Crap. How the hell? Oh, right, up here. Okay, so we do need to do a transport thing. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so what's our transport system then? I don't see one. Uh-oh. Response facility. We'll figure it out. Rifle building. Okay, here we go. I think this is what we need. So the only hotel is large. Even the emergency shelters are fancy. Jeez. Let's see. What else do we have? Rock, dirt, sand, various things. Okay, cool. So, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work, now that I think about it, but, you know what? Transport mode be damned. Let's get this shit working. So, arrival building. Cool. Comes with like a... Is it thick enough to have, like... Oh, it is. Okay, that's actually really neat. Okay. Oh, I love the music already. Yes, we are. Yes, because I'm building a park. And in the meantime, I'll be using this opportunity to... what the hell was I looking at here? Oh, yeah. Acquisition Center provides access to the exchange where dinosaurs, genomes, and eggs are brought and sold. Yeah, that's one of those things. That's one of the new things here. Let's see. I need power. Okay, so it looks like the power station is a default 120, which is nice, and it's not even that big. So it's not a pain in my ass. I wonder if they fixed this. They did not fix that. They did not fix that. Damn it. It's a glitch that came in where for some reason sometimes it'll like unbind to the rope unless you pull it back, and then eventually it just kind of snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. There. That provides perfect coverage for the area. And next we're going to do the usual. See how everything looks. Normally I would wait until I have the command center, but I'm not even entirely sure if all the perks are there. So I'm just going to build this for now. I wonder if there's new decorations that we can set up. see. Okay, I don't remember if the emergency shelters always snapped to shelters, but that's really good to see. Or snapped to paths, but... Okay, video or visual gallery. Okay, now we have the response center. Obstructed by pylon because, of course... My patience wears thin, Titanic. Alright, let's see now. Okay, so let's see how we can even... Oh, we can't. Oh, we can't. We can't. Natural Lagoon 1. So it's like the amphitheater where it's just an object, a thing. Can I upgrade this, actually? Should be able to. Advanced equipment, accelerated growth. I'm really curious to see, like, and guesstimate just how much space we can work with here. And more importantly, how the fuck am I supposed to feed the marine life? Wait. I think I see what I have to do. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I can't build it there, but those docks are actually building sites. But you, in theory, they'll eat the whales. I know they'll eat the whales. I'm just wanting to see if those docks can be used for anything else. No. Okay, so the docks there are used specifically to feed marine creatures. Okay. Okie dokie, that's pretty sweet. I'll set up, because we're going to be building mosasaurs, I'm going to be building a bunch of shark feeders around. Because I'm curious to see how many I can build. How many is that? That is 6. Theoretically enough to fit 6 mosas. I doubt it'll actually be able to fit 6 mosas without them trying to kill each other, but... I mean, if you turn up territory needs off, that is certainly an option. Jeez. Let's see. There's... Oh, yeah, we need a paleo medical facility. And then we will build stuff with the new species. Alright. They'll eat the narwhals, and they'll eat misbehaving boats. Okay, now that we've got this going, I'm gonna... Hello! I just got a notification from the Game Awards that there's a fucking Hellboy game in development. What? I need to take a look at this later. But can they eat Goku? I suppose it's theoretically possible, but I wouldn't press my luck. Okay, so while these things are building and we're getting ready to go, I'm going to take this opportunity. Nice. Improved efficiency and not improved construction. Storm defense, because I did set up a storm thing. Okay, let's take a look at some decorations here while I'm at it. So we got the foliage of various descriptors that belong to various things. Cacti, planters. The planters for this, okay. Then we have... Park decorations are not that different. They're just the Jurassic World decorations. Although for some reason... Although it looks like the Spinosaurus statue isn't there. We have a communications tower we can just plonk anywhere, which is really cool. I'm even going to put that over in betwixt. Like, I'm going to put these here to kind of show off, yo, we've got comm towers. I like that. Storage shelters, girder stack, power trailer, utility tower, water tower, wall tower. You can, like, build straight-up facility things. These are pretty cool. Of course the Spino statue isn't there. It's been smushed to bits. That's true. There's even a cage for the Atrociraptor and a storage area. And then... anything new in the lagoon things? Not really, hey? Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. That's, the stuff that we did get is really fucking cool. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the new stuff. Not relating to the Dominion expansion, just in the free patch. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, yeah, we talked about anything that's new that we haven't talked about yet. Okay, tiny dinosaurs get their own behavior loops now. Those being the aforementioned Lystrosaurus, Oviraptor, Moros, and Compsognathus. The Moros and Compsognathus can pack hunt, but the other two cannot. But with the tiny dinosaurs, Moros and Compsognathus, can attack guests and goats in packs. There's no collision between the tiny dinosaurs now, so Compsognathus aren't just bowling people over when they escape, as funny as that is. Tiny dinosaurs and vehicles also do not collide with each other, so that would actually kind of make sense. And there's navigation logic so that tiny dinosaurs navigate around the water. They're no longer walking along the bottom. If the water isn't deep enough, though, they will kind of wade through it, but if it is deep enough, it's theoretically possible to literally fence in any tiny dinosaurs literally just by doing this. Make a big pond and make a huge circle. Boomskis. This now holds back any tiny dinosaur, which is super freaking cool, I have to admit. We'll be doing the Dominion new dinos, and I think we'll do another island actually, wherein we will do the 2022 variants, because I just realized there isn't quite enough space to do just one. But in the meantime, let's get some upgrades done. Got storm defense, and we've got an additional vehicle. So there's two of them now, and we do the same thing here, except, so storm defense, it's advanced training. So that's the Malta heli and the Malta jeeps. And we have the Malta ambulances. Okay, let's take a look at some building decoration options and see if anything's changed. No, there's no new building type. There's no new entrance type. The only thing that's new with the planters is, you know, the kind of plants that are there. And there's no new rooftop decorations. Okay, so it's nothing... So there isn't... That's fine. I actually would recommend that you go to bed. There doesn't... Yeah. So nothing's really changed customization-wise. However, I want to try something. I'm going to pilot the drone, and I'm going to head straight out of the bay. I want to see what happens when I try to get out of the bay. There's the open sea. Making a beeline for the open sea. What happens? I haven't stopped moving yet. haven't stopped yet. I think I just stopped. Yeah, I've stopped moving. But, so there's just an invisible wall here. Which is interesting, but otherwise, pretty sweet. Kind of wish there was like an explanation, like little pylons or something that pretend to be an invisible fence, but okay, let's breed some Moses. Let's breed some Moses. And while we're breeding Moses, cut down on. Actually, let's make them as likely to be humble as we can, because I have an idea. Okay, and that's going to take 2.5 minutes to do, so in the meantime, I'm going to build up here. Let's see, so it is just Jurassic World fencing, so actually nothing that new here. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Remember, if you misbehave, you get eaten. So, be nice, and keep the chitter chatter to yourself. Observations are fine, but don't chat with Hood. All right, let's see here. Just gonna set this up as that. I'm very curious to see how, if at all, transport's going to be a thing. Like, if I have to build truck tours that connect, or if I can, like Jurassic Park, kind of get away with not. I'm going to build a single hatchery for active release, and then I'm going to split this paddock into a few pieces. So alright, so this is going to be for all of the new species. So there. So the front is for all the new species, and I'm going to split the back up, because we're definitely going to do Giga, and we're definitely going to do Iguanodon, and a few of the other herbivores. One of the new balance updates that makes me really happy, mostly just because I don't know why this was a thing, but Parasaurolophus and Maiasaura now like each other, where they didn't before, which made me giggle because in Jurassic World Evolution 1, they were required to complete a campaign mission. Do they like each other? I don't think so. I mean, and even if they did, there's no mating mechanic in the game, so while in nature some strange things can happen, yeah. I'm actually gonna build another power station, because there's no flippin' way that we're gonna be able to have all of this without getting extra power. I'm also going to, for the sake of this, going to build a truck tour. Which reminds me, actually, I need to get rid of some of this water here. Excuse me. Need to get rid of this water here. There. So now the road is actually a thing that can exist. I'm gonna place some water up here, make it worth it. All right. So let's see. Advanced equipment, additional days. We are going to breed one of each new species. Oh, right, Atrociraptor. Okay, so now let's see. Gonna randomize. One of the quality of life changes is that I believe movie skins can now be picked as randoms. Not sure, really. And I'm gonna get rid of the intolerance here. So that's Atrociraptor. Next up is the Lystrosaurus, which we're only gonna breed a handful, but let's see, Lystrosaurus. Then we're going to breed Moros and Intrepidus. We're going to see them kill a goat too, so that'll be exciting. I think they have the very similar stats to Compsognathus, actually, because that is like literally what I do with Compies every time. And then Oviraptor, which, remember, is omnivorous. Interesting. Okay, so I'll just do that. Alright. That's Oviraptor, and then... Oh, Oviraptor actually takes a little while. And... Do you want me to... And here's where it gets fun. If we do the Giga, right? Which, remember, has the new variant. We can go up here and pick the variant. Okay, and I believe... Okay, so it looks like we can't randomize actually between the body variants, which I guess makes sense. I'm going to build Svalbard blank to try and make Rudy's. Okay. That is going to do that. And we're going to set up the paddocks now. I don't like ships. I do not like boats. Here we go, truck tour. Can I build that here? I totally can. Awesome. Going to be like a proper truck tour through the place. Oh, that is hella lenient on the hatcheries. Usually it's not. That's actually really beneficial. There. So now that is the truck tour built. Basically, we're just kind of waiting on fencing to be done. Speaking of fencing being done, oh, the mosasaurs aren't done yet. Alright, let's speed this along a little bit. And I'll talk more about the... So excited. I'm definitely going to make a video over the weekend about the Game Award announcements, because they announced a Hellboy game. Yes, please. Let's see. New trophies. Okay, quality of life updates. Shows the outlines of territory / dinosaurs of that species when transporting to that dinosaur. When transporting a dinosaur. Add a dinosaur highlight when assigning tranquilize and transport tasks. Makes them a little bit easier to see. Show an ailment plus tranquilize icon when controlling the capture team or adding a new task. I wonder if it's going to be Arkham styled or what. That is a really good question. That's a really good question. I'll have to look into it. I think it's just a reveal trailer, so no new gameplay. Highlight dislike dinosaurs when transporting. Adjusted how territory is displayed during a terrain editing with a pinned dinosaur to only show contentious overlaps to reduce clutter. Highlight liked/disliked plants during terrain editing. Highlight currently placed brush during terrain editing. Disable the challenge mode splash on Challenge San Diego and Challenge Isla Nublar. Made Lagoon and Aviary preview rings highlight the map boundary. I can't believe that wasn't a thing before. Send the fight notification earlier. Add a notification when a tour is disabled by a storm. Research outposts now show a reduced view symbol during conditions that reduce the visibility from the outposts. Inspecting a dinosaur's territory now highlights the other dinosaurs in the territory when the alpha is selected. Display the variant imagery of species when showing a dinosaur as we've seen. Make sure tour vehicles honk at dinosaurs blocking the way and make wake sleeping dinosaurs react to being honked at. This was a thing in the first game that wasn't even a thing. Added ability to show dinosaurs like paleo preferences whilst editing environment. Parasaurolophus and Myosaur are now friendly to each other. Pyroraptor now dislikes Scorpius and Indominus Rex, and Australovenator now dislikes Indominus Rex. I'm amazed that's not a thing before. Makes it harder to move the camera view out of the lagoon during editing by rotating the camera. Moving the camera close to the edge of lagoon walls. Made it easier to put the camera near the water surface without leaving the water. We've talked about these already. Prevented vehicles from being buried under the terrain. Adjusted the speed at which the gates open for tour vehicles to be quicker. Adjusted the position of the aerial drone's photo camera so that the gun barrel isn't visible at any rotation. Flying reptile ragdoll stays falling through the floor is fixed. Chronosaurus camera and a few patches, small things. Fix pressing the up directional button in the power menu, selecting a non-existent item. Add Dominion logos. Disabled capture mode in building view modes to prevent camera clipping through walls and escaping. Some Styxosaur skin fixes. Yeah, some various small fixes here or there. So fairly light, but nothing too crazy. Now it would appear that the fences are built and good to go. I'm gonna make the truck every 200 meters. And it looks like it's just the same truck from Jurassic World. Okay, nothing too crazy. Alright, now that the fences are built, I'm going to build some stuff. Namely, I think that's shallow enough to make that work. And then this is going to be the Oviraptor. No, yeah, over here is going to be Oviraptor. No, wait, this will be Listosaurus. Up here will be Oviraptor. And then here will be Giga. And then up here will be Iguanodon and some of the other ones. Let's see, we've got this, that, the other thing, this, and that, for pretty decent coverage overall. I'm just going to build proper gates at every step. As a friendly reminder, the question of the stream is, what do you want to see next in Jurassic World Evolution 2 updates? Anything that comes to mind that you would like to see, even if it's completely bonkers like a multiplayer mode. I say completely bonkers, but in this day and age, you never frickin' know. Nicely enough, we haven't had a storm yet. Okay, so all these are done as well. So I'm gonna go check on the mosasaurs. One of the Moses is aggressive and humble. I'm not totally sure how that works. But I'm putting 2 Moses in there and I want to see what happens. Oh, right. Moros, Oviraptor. Competitive multiplayer PvP action where you're competing with people to build a better dinosaur's biological thing. Also that Mosa is called Drax. Aggressive and humble. Okay. Yeah, that Mosa, we will name that Mosasaur Drax, even if the color doesn't really match. Who is also extraordinarily humble. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, right, that's me talking about it. Okay. Okay, so it's actually not that fast. Not that delayed anymore, which is really, really good. So we have Compsognathus, Moros, Giga, Iguanodon, Oviraptor, Lystrosaurus, and I think I'll make this wet spot over here, Atrociraptor. I would rather not know. Alright, so, starting with Atrociraptor. Aggressive. Are they all aggressive? I guess so. Okay, and it looks like we didn't get the movie skins on this one, so I wonder if that's still a thing. Lystrosaurus is skittish. Okay, that's good. Moros Intrepidus is aggressive, so watch the fuck out. Oviraptor. Okay. And the Gigas. Both of them are aggressive and humble. That is incredible. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh! Let's see. So, Oviraptor needs ground leaf, and Lystrosaurus needs ground leaf and ground fiber. Okay. So wait, we're in Corsica, right? That's what it said. Yeah, we are in Corsica! I believe I said this up here was going to be Oviraptor. So all the dinos have a Napoleon That's a very tasty history reference. Okay, and then... Wait, no, this is Oviraptor, so we're just gonna do... They're mad. Indeedy. Where the fuck did I put the Lystrosaurus paddock again? I think I said if there was going to be Iguanodon, so over here will be Lystrosaurus. So, leafy climbers, and fibrous ground cover, and some forestry too. Okay. And I will be doing the release animations for all of them. However, the Atrociraptors are probably going to end up getting moved. Oh no, it's these speeders. Nope. Okay, so first up, we are releasing the Lystrosaurus. Look at how tiny! Bounding along! With wonderful music.
Science is everything.
Oh, that is awesome. That is genuinely one of the best things so far. Oh, lordies! They're coming. Yep. Also, it would appear that multi-select isn't working on the Lystrosaurus. I don't know if that's just... This might take a little while because it's like shooting pigs from the air, but we'll see how it works. Fortunately, one shot and they should be dropped. I wonder. Okay, can't do that.
The dinosaur's back from beyond the brink, and it is keeping them here now. I hope you understand how vitally important this is. Oh, I haven't introduced myself.
Although...
Dr. Kajal Dua. You need to be as passionate about our work as I am. I'll accept no less.
So what do you say about the Lystrosaurus?
I'm a fairly trusting individual, but if you were to tell me that you'd seen anything like this before, I'm not sure I'd believe you. This tusked therapsid is Lystrosaurus. Astonishingly, this species managed to survive the Permian-Triassic extinction and went on to thrive as the dinosaurs began to populate the Earth. Here's hoping it can enjoy a long tenure this time around, too.
Oh, lordies are coming. Oh, lordies are running away. And before you ask, there's no frickin' shot. I have no frickin' shot at this whole shebang here, at this tranquilizer thing. I have terrible aim. Okay. Let me see who's watching. One more I was missing. Okay. Still hasn't hit the damn... Okay, you know what? Let's see if maybe I can do better. Because there is one thing I can do. Lock on. Okay. Cool. Cool. I absolutely can do what I wanted to do. Get a clear shot of the other one. There we go. And then... Oh, cool. It's actually, Ah! Come here! There we go. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay. Now we're moving the Lystros over. What's I doing again? Oh, right, I was looking at this. Long, tall Sally starts playing. In terms of what I'd like to see in the future, I think a massive overhaul and expansion of aquatic exhibits would be sweet. Like the viewing bubble in the water lagoon, more species, things like that. I like that. That would make sense. Alright, so while these guys are moving, it looks like our mosasaurs are also done, so I'm going to go release them while the Lystrosaurs are being moved. Hello there. Okay, this viewport is a little bit broken right now, but that's all right.
Hey, I've heard a lot about you, so here's a little about me. I'm Isaac Clement, but just call me Isaac, no need for formalities. Besides, in the park, we've got to watch each other's backs. Now, people think we're in the dinosaur game, but the truth is, we're entertainers. And our headliners traveled 65 million years to make the show. So let's make it a good one. So when people come to the park, they want to learn something, sure, but they also want to be entertained.
No way.
And this marine reptile,
damn you, Isaac,
is just that, a showstopper. If the T-Rex is the ruler of the dinosaurs on land, then the Mosasaurus holds that title below the waves. Make sure this animal is a premium attraction.
Ah, so the Hellboy voice actor is Lance Reddick, I believe, and he did and he played Wesker in the Resident Evil show. Okay, so 58%. I bet you I can fit 2 more. So why is the water glowing like Godzilla spines? No idea. But next up, we're going to release the let's actually airlift the... Should I airlift the Gigas? I'm gonna airlift the Gigas just because we've seen their exit animation before.
Asset to be collected. Asset required collection.
Just because they got finished and gonna get to see the babies. Apparently, the Hellboy actor was also in John Wick. There it goes. Wait, do the different aquatic species claim territory in the bay and stick to that? If it's large enough, maybe. I've seen it happen. I know you can have multiple aquatic species together, but with how huge the section of the bay is that you can have, it's not impossible. It would be hard, but I don't think it's strictly impossible to have, like, different territories inside of the bay. You might be onto something there, Wretch. Alright, so are they both moving? Okay, cool. So...
I'm a specialist in dinosaur behavior.
There it
I
is.
formed a unique bond with the raptors.
I was wondering if that's what the glow was. The Mosa territory. Yeah, the blue on this map is the territory. So, this is the territory for the Listros.
And both have that eat everything within their field of vision thing working for them. This dinosaur is also fast. Bottom line, if you find yourself running from this biggie, you've already made a fatal mistake.
Time for the Atrociraptors. Oh, I like this. That is so cool. And then the other one kind of sneaking in the back. Ooh, yeah, this is definitely my favorite raptor. And I think it's big enough.
People often talk about the thrill of the chase, but if you got one of these on your tail, you'll soon become the kill of the chase. This right here is the Atrociraptor, a truly tenacious hunter, and it is simply relentless. At least, that's what I'm told. I don't intend to find out firsthand.
Their walk cycles are very organic looking. Oh, wait. Cancel. Because I gotta move them. Yeah, they feel more alive and less stiff, which is really, really good. And these guys need quite a bit of forest. Wait a second. I think I made them. I think I made a mistake again. I did. They were supposed to go. They were supposed to go in the next cage over. Damn, I'm really off my game today. Cancel. Cancel. We'll try this again. Atrociraptor. 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 And they need forest, so I think what I'll do, just to be cheeky, is I'm going to make it... actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace Storm Defense here with task scheduling. That way I can have enough space to trank some more critters. Because they are all in groups of 6, so... I wonder what sparse forest looks like. Oh, that's not even an option. This will prove interesting. Okay, what kind of a storm do we get on Malta? Is it just like a hurricane? Let's find out. This is why I have infrequent storms on, so that we can see. 90%. Oh, that's just because of that. That is gate damage. That is bad. Bad news. Quickly repair that before the Lystrosaurus become Triassic era pork. Triassic era pork chops for the frickin' Atrociraptors. But the piggies can build houses, right? Of straw, and of brick. Why is we mumbling? Protect the precious piggies! Oh no! Oh, he's down. Oh, saved. I forgot what the second material was. It was wood. It was sticks. Why is the power down? Oh, that's why. Okay, so at least the storm's over now. Gates fixed. Well, one of the gates are fixed anyway. Should fix the other one too while we're at it.
Asset being transported.
Alright. Now that that gate is closed and we're loading up these ones,
Asset has been collected.
let us release blocked by hatchery offline.
Delivery has been completed. Asset transported.
Alright. Gotta wait for the power to come back online, but speaking of the power coming back online, Okay. That's, that is about to happen. Alright, cool. The Moses are still a thing here. Let's see how the Atrociraptors are getting on now. Now they have the opposite problem. They don't have enough open space. Oh, how's that work out for us? Now they're missing forest. I just can't win with these guys. Although, hold on. Now that I think about it, I know exactly why that is. There's just not enough space here, so here's what I'm going to try and attempt to do. I'm going to kind of cheat a little. Build out a little more. And I am being summoned, so we're actually going to go on a quick intermission. And I will be right back. For the time being, though, I'm going to actually turn territory needs off and let the dinos rock a little bit. Actually, no. Actually, it's my off night, so it won't be too long. I am back briefly. Welcome back. I am also back briefly. About 10 minutes, because we're doing my op night tonight, so... Although, wait. You know what might help the open space problem? I cut back on the water. Okay, well that helps. That helps a little. Because now there's actually enough area for them to work with. Is this sandbox mode by any chance? Yes, it is, Tyrannus King! I'm just screwing around on one of the new sandbox maps because I have done the tests. I've been doing some testing and shown off the new species, and we're just kind of live placing them in the parks right now. Look at the cute. Speaking of cute, has that thing... What's going on here? Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Oh, the Jeep physics, I forgot. The Jeep physics in this game do not like bumpy terrain, and there's a lot of bumpy terrain on Malta, apparently. And then way up there is the gate that needs to be repaired. Okay, cool. So that opening up of spacification was exactly what I needed. Okay. Sick. Alright, it was the core strength of that guy in the back to not go flying off the Jeep. It's incredible. Yeah. Okay. Where the fuck do you think you're going? You're going the wrong way. No sources of mouth because wee badoing. Badoing. I don't know why the vehicle physics in this game are so wonky in comparison to the first one, but it's almost comical. Whee! See, it's like it's got those 80s hydraulics in the back right now. What is going on? Those must be some very bouncy tires. Alright, now that that's been taken care of, let's release the Oviraptors next. Oh, they're even smaller. Alright.
If you ask me, I think this animal gets a bad rap. Back when fossils were all scientists had to go on, this Mongolian dune dweller was branded an egg thief. But you know what? It was really just looking out for its own. So as far as I'm concerned, the Oviraptor is all right in my books.
Indeed. He's taking Bouncy Baby Boy to a new level. Who knows? Maybe it's just them disagreeing with Corsica. I did not realize that our backseat guy's name was... Their backseat guy's name was frickin' Napoleon. Let's fly. Nice and low. That's where we need to be. Because we're going turkey shooting. It's too bad that you technically only get a clear shot in one direction here. Apparently Stray won an award. There. That's all of the Oviraptors tranked. Let's get them moving. Let's get them moved over to their paddock, which is up here. Kind of wonder if we're, because usually are those Oviraptors? They remind me of silky chickens. Yes, they are indeed the Oviraptors. Hold on a minute. Did you want to hop in a Fortnite? Yeah. We'll do that. We will do that because I just gotta. Thankfully, because it's my op, we can kind of eat anywheres. So once it's done, I'll go grab my pizza. We will finish up the stream, which will be in about 10 to 20 minutes, I think, just because we're finishing up with the releasing of the critters. Showcasing the new Critters release animations and such, and then we will do that. Meantime, however, I did not get the full picture of Tyrannus's comment, so I'm going to try and get it loaded back up. Where the T-Rex is that genetic mind for the T-Rex to make the dinosaur too strong over everybody else and make most T-Rex fights one-sided. I don't do fights in this game, so yeah. So these 5 are going to take a little while. So in the meantime, I'm going to release more mosasaurs. And of course they look like silky chickens. They're feathered. Which is a good thing. The fuck is Drax doing out in the middle of nowhere? Oh, he's just expanding territory. Yeah, so with 3 mosasaurs, they need pretty much the entire usable space of the bay. And 4... Oh dear. Standing so impossibly still that it's impossible to perceive him? I guess so. Yeah. They need to expand out to that bay, otherwise... otherwise they might... these guys might try to kill each other. Okay, so now these... I find it funny that the tiny dinosaurs use such big frickin' things. Also, actually, I just remembered, I can indeed breed compies and release them with the gigas, so that will work, because being tinies, compies only get eaten by small animals. And note how they have the same amount of slots and the same starting problem as Oviraptor, but they have 1 extra slot, as opposed to Oviraptor not having an extra slot. And yet, Compsognathus is lower rated. I will be right back. I must retrieve my pizza.
Asset transported. Asset in transit. Asset has been delivered. Asset transportation complete. Asset transportation in progress.
It is your turn to make the pizza, Dan.
Transportation underway.
Alright, now that the Oviraptors have finally been moved, let's breed the compies. And release the Moros Intrepiduses into their home. Oh my goodness! Look at him! Ah! I love...
Ancient mythology may not be my speciality, but I've been told that Moros Intrepidus was named after the Greek deity Moros, the personification of impending doom. It was said that he gave people the ability to foresee their demise. And if you come face to face with this Tyrannosaur, I suspect there is a good chance you will meet your fate.
Especially with an adult Moros, because these Moroses are actually juveniles, like the one in the movie, but they don't actually get bigger, unfortunately.
Hey!
The adult Moros is about the size of a deer, so... Oh, there may not be enough space here. That could be a problem. Unless they don't need forest, in which case I might be able to scavenge something out of that deal. Let's see. So we got enough sand, I think. Yeah, open space is what they need. They don't need forest. So there. That should do it. Cool. Alright, they'll be good. And then we'll release the compies. And then we'll do the next part, which is the Camp Cretaceous animals and the iguanodons. Actually, I'm not even entirely... Except for the Dreadnoughtus, but... just because I don't think there's enough space here for Dreadnoughtus, but we can maybe try... Because I'm not intending to save this park, so... So you know what, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Where is Dread? Dreadnoughtus. Let's do Amazon rainforest, Pelophylax. This will help. Dreadnoughtus. There's Iguanodon. Who does he dislike? Ceratopsis and Kylostors. Oh no! They dislike Stegosaurs. Crap! What about a Rhinoceros then? What about a Rhinoceros? It likes Stegosaurs. Oi, Mushugana. I am willing to make a sacrifice and boot the Kentros out, because we... how was it when you saw it, if any? I thought it was a bit gauche, a little bit much, but otherwise, not too bad. Scavenger! Oh, that must be talking about the little guys, the little carnivores. Matheus Henrique Carvalho Silva. I apologize if I'm getting your name wrong. Hello there. So that's Iguanodon done. Oh, cool! It even changes their icons to match which version you have. Neat. Then a Rhinoceros. Ooh! That is a good question, Wretched Spute. What do you want to see from the future Jurassic cinematic projects? Give me more short films, man! Alright, it has a map to place these dinosaurs from all the DLC you have. Yeah, there are maps that are for that. I just really like this one because it has a neat gimmick. Which is to say the natural lagoon over here. Oh, had a stray onion.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
It was like one tiny onion shard, and it was on my thing for 10 minutes in the oven at 405, and I still picked up on it. I can't smell for shit, but apparently my sense of taste is ridiculous. But yeah, I would love to see more short films. And maybe something that kind of looks into the past.
Assets in the air.
I would love to see a Hammond prequel. Sorry. It's alright. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
The Compsognathus is a small predator, but don't let its stature fool you. It can be a ruthless hunter.
I wonder if there's a different... Well, that's cool. That's actually kind of touching. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League apparently revealed that Batman's in the game, and he's voiced by Kevin Conroy, and they revealed that there will be a tribute to Kevin Conroy in it, which is very nice. Ground fruit, and fruit. Okay. So I think I'll just do cycads for most of it.
Delivery complete.
And then calamites in the water, probably, and then the rest is forest. With GK being busy, I guess that was the way to go. Yeah, busy certainly one way to describe it. Bust. Got it. Typos. Gotta love them. Okay, while we're waiting, let's check out our little weasels. Look at them. Look at how adorable these tiny little tyrannosaurs are. And of course, we also have the Atrociraptors, which are, I think, bigger than the Velociraptors in this game. So, it's not entirely unreasonable for me to be like, you know what? I'm going to pretend these are Utah Raptors with broken hands and no feathers. But I can roll with that, at least. And then there's Oviraptor. Look at how flippin' colorful they are. Then there's the big Gigas. They look like the baby Rex from the Lost World. Kind of, yeah. And that's not entirely inaccurate, because Moros did look like a Tyrannosaur, just really small. At least small for a Tyrannosaur anyway. Being the size of a white-tailed deer is nothing to sneeze at, usually. At least in the modern age, but yeah. Excuse me?
Commencing asset transit.
And then, of course, there's these little tykes. Crazy to think that this was the animal that was once made up of 50% of all animal biomass on land. So, are those? What a cool piece of. Oh. So fucking adorable, my god. Okay, these things have eyebrows. Made out of, if not hair, then something analogous to hair. That is so cool. Like on their eyebrows. You can see it a little bit. You can see it on this one a little bit. But it's a little difficult because of the angle. But they're there. They gave these little guys eyebrows. Oh my goodness.
Delivery complete.
Everything they need is there except for a population thing, which will be fixed relatively soon. So good. These tiny... They may not be the biggest by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, these dinosaurs are probably some of the best. Tyrannosaurus is done, which means once the compies are done, I can release the Tyrannosaurs.
Transportation complete. Transportation underway. Heading to pick up the asset.
There we go.
Asset transported. Assets in the air.
I'm going to speed this up a little bit so that
Asset
we can get to the good stuff. You speed it up 3 times and the propellers don't work properly. It's just the weird shutter effect. When you rotate something too fast and it doesn't quite match, sometimes
This one's more my speed. The Tyrannosaurus is named after the Arabic word for courage, which is kind of my thing. This dinosaur is easy to care for and really only wants a comfortable place to eat and rest, and to be left alone. Sound like anyone you know?
there we go.
Asset in transit. Asset has been delivered.
Okay, so the animation doesn't change. Cool to see that the sounds have not changed much either.
My name is George Lambert. Now, you'd think that dealing with prehistoric animals would be a problem. And you'd be right, as you probably discovered. But it's the unpredictability that really keeps us on our toes. Sure, the scientists can bring dinosaurs back, but fences keep them in. And without them, the fences, I mean, none of this is possible. This dinosaur is large, bulky, and has a stubborn disposition. It's called the iguanodon. It's an herbivore with attitude. I'd suggest giving it a wide berth.
Let's see how well this dreadnought has turned out. Oh! Saw the head! Saw the head pop up there. Okay, well it didn't turn into an eldritch horror. It actually looks pretty sweet. Okay, why do you have an ailment? What's wrong with you? It can't be anything environmental, so it must be something random. So nothing too crazy then. That's basically all that I wanted to showcase. I would have liked to showcase the Kentro colors, but I kind of already did. So, and with that, I think we're good. There isn't really anything else that I need to show you that I have time for. So I'm not going to save it, but that's the Malta expansion and patch. One last time, for any of the new folks here, is there anything you want to see next in Jurassic World Evolution 2? What's your favorite part of the expansion? And can we call one of the Gigas JDF? In spirit. In spirit. I gotta say, we only played on one map so far, and I'm definitely gonna build on the other two as well, but there's definitely some potential there for these maps to be absolutely incredible. I think my favorite creature from this is absolutely Moros, but it's actually quite close. Nom 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 nom. I eat my toes. Gives me new avenues too, because I've got enough, because there's tinies we can do. And I think with the new species and where they occupy, I could probably do some crazy stuff. Like, I don't know, like, Therizinosaurus doesn't like anything, but Oviraptor could be used to help populate some Mongolian Cretaceous paddocks. And one of these days, we're going to get a frickin' Protoceratops. But for now, the one thing I think I would like to answer with is anything with no other creatures. Like, we're at 102 different species right now. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think we could stand to have one major update that doesn't include a new species, that is focused on expanding decor and attractions and such, mostly so that those folks can be satisfied, so that we can move on from that discussion. But if I had to pick any one species to add, I would probably like either Protoceratops or if we're going to start going really crazy, Smilodon. I will wait one more minute for any more comments, and then we'll call it there. Okay, looks like they fixed Australovenator being overly movie as well in his idle animation, which is super helpful. Pain in the ass though, because you used to be able to get some really sweet idle animation poses, but it was really hard to just kind of let it sit still. So many critters.
Lystrosaurus.
And then we'll have to check back in. I'll have to check back in with the Game Awards. Now, there was one thing I wanted to see, which is, I guess the previews were having trouble displaying. The blue dabble-dee-dabble-die. Okay, looks like we're good here. So, thanks everybody for stopping by and enjoying the stream. Wretched Spew, give me about 10 to 15 more minutes so that I can kind of get ready.
One more chance.
And then we'll do other things. So, don't forget to be awesome, and we'll see you guys on the other side.